Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the pod. To the pod. So today, Sam and I are not well in. Sam has started her period today. Mine is due tomorrow or the next day. So we're coming to you raw. We're to come to you ready. We're coming to you just as we are. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Thank you for returning. If you're new, welcome to the party. We hope you enjoy this episode.
So, I'm snoozy. I should have brought coffee to this
I
shindig.
did. I made a. I didn't make anything, but this is my hocus pocus.
I want that mug immediately. That is spectacular. I love a
need
big
something
mug.
on this side,
Yeah,
like Jack
or you
Skellington
could,
or something.
or you could hold it the other way around.
Yeah, but I'm right-handed,
Sure.
so I'd have to be like this.
Sure.
Ooh. Why does mine look so orange?
I think it's just the lighting.
Probably.
Remember, I have like grow lights on me
Mm.
so that I grow big and tall.
Oh.
Essentially fake sunshine. I wonder
This
if they
is a-
actually are, you know, the sad lamps you get? I wonder if that's what the grow lights I've got on just now are, and they're giving me vitamin whatever. Whatever the
Maybe.
sun is. Maybe I should just sit under them all winter so I don't get sad.
Mm.
I'm kind of jealous that you have Skittles and I don't. Like,
We don't usually have
potentially-
them. We just had like a big old bag of them from, I don't know. My mom bought them on a, what's that word?
Deal. A whim.
A whim, kind of. Impulsive buy.
A whim is exactly the same as an impulse buy.
I know, but I was looking for the specific word, you know? The Pacific word from the Pacific Ocean.
From the Pacific. I used to eat a lot of Skittles. For my 17th birthday, my friends got a celebrations tub.
Mm-hmm.
The circle thing. They got one of those and filled it with packets of Skittles. The whole thing was filled to the brim with Skittles.
You were a Skittles girl, eh?
It was like 10 packets of Skittles in this tub for my birthday.
Damn.
Best, still to this day, one of hands down the only present I can remember getting. I can't remember any other present, but that one has stood the test of time. I remember it well.
It's very thoughtful. That would
I
be
ate
me,
a
like,
lot just that one night.
I bet. That would be like me getting a tub of Sour Patch Kids.
Yes, you do. Like, I think the Sour Patch. So after we've had this conversation a few times, I do think the Sour Patch Kids ruined your joint, ruined your gaff. It must be different than what they are here because they're not. They're nothing right home about here.
Well, it's probably because we still have all the like chemicals and band coloring and stuff in ours, so it gives it a little extra.
I saw a post about this. That there were Fruit Loops. I think there was a post that the one in the US had all the food coloring B, D, F, G. You know, the ones that make kids go cray cray.
Uh-huh.
But the Canadian one didn't. It used natural fruit flavoring, so carrot and beetroot and all that kind of stuff. So which makes me think that actually Canadian food regulations are similar to our own, which makes me think your Sour Patch Kids have probably got fruit flavoring in it for color rather than crazy stuff.
Well, the picture of the ones that you sent me looked like the same shape, and like I could tell that they were Sour Patch Kids, but they didn't look like my Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, they look like they were mine.
Yeah. I was like, something's off here. Something's a little suspicious.
Don't act suspicious. Don't act suspicious. That's not the tune, is it?
Don't be suspicious. Don't
That's
be
it.
suspicious. You were so close.
Don't be suspicious. Don't. Yeah. Oh man, that was peak TikTok time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Peak.
Did you ever watch Broad City?
No, never watched it. I've
little
seen.
show.
No, I've not seen it. I was about to say, I've seen some. No, I've not. I don't think I've ever turned it on. I don't think I've watched a second of it.
Well, you've seen a second of it on
Well,
TikTok.
I've seen the don't be suspicious scene, yeah, but Yeah, I couldn't
And
even tell you what it's about.
a most recent sound is that in the club, we all fam.
Is that from Broad City as well?
Uh-huh.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I thought that was it's. I didn't know what it was from, but it sounded like. Oh God, sorry. It sounded a lot like it was from like fuck me, what's that guy's name? Directs all the funny films. Jude Apatow, movie.
Okay, yeah.
That's just what it sounded like it was from. But I was in fact wrong. So there we go. That's just the fucking. Oh my God, my dog is underneath the bed right now with one of these little McDonald's toys.
Mhm.
Like a little stuffed toy. It's an owl or something. I don't know. It must be from the latest Disney Pixar or whatever. We were visiting. Oh, she's coming up with it. She's coming up with it. We were visiting our lovely friends Anna at the weekend,
Mhm.
and one of the girls. This is their toy. They obviously got it from a Happy Meal. Gave it. Bella is obsessed with it. I've done nothing but throw this fucking toy around the house since we got home on Sunday night. Days of just me launching this soggy owl around, and she's now lying
Mm.
under. It's like our best friend. She's now just lying under the bed. She's got it in her mouth. I just see her. McDonald's toys. They are what this dog loves, apparently. Not the stuff that I. It's the way she's looking at it now. It's like she wants me to throw it. Um.
Well, isn't that the way it goes for like pets and even kids, you know? Like you go and buy the most like maybe not expensive, but you purposely go and buy this like
Yeah, they want the
specific
box.
thing and they're like, "Nah, I want the box."
Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly it. She really has a thing for like stuffed toys because every time I've brought one home over the years, she'll sit and just stare at it. Like I had one next to my bed for a little while and she would just sit and stare at it.
Lovingly gaze.
Eventually I break and I give them to her as well. Eventually she just stares at them enough. So yeah, no stuffed toy is safe in this house. If it's of a
Mm.
certain size, like she's also quite small, so it's not like she's taking on a whole. I have a camel from IKEA that she's not about to be launching around the house, but everything that's hand sized, she's all over it. She's all over it. Oh my God, sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
We're both like literally a day. Well, you are very on
I have
point
just
with.
started. Just
Have you
started.
started?
Yeah, I have started. I've now had to insert a menstrual cup. I was lying on the couch listening to my little audiobook, free bleeding because I couldn't be bothered moving. I was like, I can feel the blobs. I can feel them. I can feel the massive clots happening. I
Mm-mm.
cannot be fucking moving. There's a little part of me that quite enjoys free bleeding. Like it does,
There's something liberating to it.
it feels quite nice. Just sliver out of me, man.
Oh.
The same satisfaction of a really good poo.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
that yeah.
You know when you like go into the bathroom and then you take your cup or a tampon out and then all of a sudden it just is followed by a big old clot and you're like, "Ooh, that was a goodie." You're like, because you were just
Mm,
having really bad cramps and it's like that was the fucker that
yes,
was.
that's
Yeah.
the one that's the one that's been causing me problems for the last
Yeah.
6 hours and
Yeah.
has had me in the fetal position. Yes.
Mhm. Exactly. But yes, no,
Yeah.
Sam and I are both very much we're getting closer and closer to syncing. Sam has started hers. Mine is due like tomorrow or the next day. Hence, we're coming at you raw. We're coming at you raw and
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, there's no makeup, there's no effort. I'm in the oversized t-shirt I live in. This and another one. And I've taken lots of drugs today for my cramps, which I don't usually get, but for whatever reason this month it's happening. And I feel quite sleepy, and I've just been lounging around all day listening to a murder mystery audiobook, and it's been delightful.
Hmm.
Been fucking delightful. It wasn't. I was not meant to be resting today, intentionally resting, but I ended up intentionally resting because my plans kind of got rejiggery pokered, and I'm not sorry about it.
It was meant
And
to happen that way.
we're full moon bleeders, which means we're like, I don't know what it means, but we're at
Da, ba, da, 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 da. Yeah.
full moon bleeding witches or something. Full
Yeah.
moon blood. We're very powerful. And this is also helpful because you were mind last time we were recording, you were like, that I managed to thingy mine. I was just like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's when I'll be on, and I was exactly that day.
Uh-huh.
When in doubt, I just check when the full moon is.
Are you pretty much on par with the full moon every time?
Yeah, yeah.
See, mine like
I
will
have
kind of
been
be
for
full
months
moon
now.
and then it'll shift a little. I don't know. Maybe I just don't really pay. I should pay more attention to that.
I'm pretty so the only reason we have now synced up is because I took those pills to delay my period.
Right.
Remember? Because we
Yes.
used to be like a couple of weeks apart.
Hmm.
But then I delayed my period by a few days so I could have sex with someone, like the whore I am, and then now we're synced up.
No
And
hoe shaming.
yeah, I'm proudly a whore. Thank you very much.
Yeah, girl.
Um, and now, yeah, full moon pretty much. But I have an exact 28-day cycle, almost exact.
Amazing.
So I'm likely to stay in line with the full moon for a while now.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
You're like a witch. Wah!
not like a witch. I'm a witch. Thank you.
Sorry. Don't put a curse on me.
No, I'm absolutely a good witch.
Sammy the Good Witch. Thing on the day.
No.
Just kidding.
No. All right, let it all out. Right, fine, let's just. I didn't mean let it all out like fucking
I
the
was like,
demon out of you.
"Hey,
Jesus.
chef."
I thought let it all out. Let's just have a hormonal heart to heart, a tete to tete, as it were. You just tell me all the bad thoughts that are going on in your head right now.
All the bad thoughts?
Yeah.
Like Wild Thoughts by Rihanna. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow. Do you know what? I feel very much staying away from pop culture at the moment because there's so many bad things going on. And there's so many people linked into the bad things, and the bad things are everywhere. And I'm like, nothing is safe to like. Nobody is safe to support. Nobody is safe to love. I mean, I think we should just all stop.
But you know who is? Bruno
Pedro
Mars.
Pascal.
That too.
Did you say Bruno Mars?
I sure did.
Why is he okay to love? Is he not like stuck in a casino performing for the next 50 years because he like borrowed money from the wrong people and the mafia
Yeah,
got him held hostage or some shit.
He was not on the P. Diddy list. That's why.
All right, okay, that's what you mean. Right, okay. Well, neither was Pedro, so
There you go.
there we go.
Or Short King and Daddy Pedro.
Yeah, there we go. The two people that's safe to support right now. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the news that came out yesterday?
I've been so like back and forth with it. Because when I first heard about Liam passing, I'm assuming is what you're referring to.
Yeah, that's the only celebrity I know that you're madly in love with that has died recently.
Well, it's not necessarily that I was in love with Liam. It's just I adored
Who
One
was your
Direction.
favorite One Directioner? Did you have a favorite? As I understand it, there's like fans of individual people.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Well, I was a Harry girl. Still am. Shoot me. Someone sedate me!
Little Christina reference there.
And then for a while, I really loved Niall. Niall. I'm a poet. I'm losing the plot. I did think Liam was cute, and I loved One Direction as a whole. Once upon a time, and cousins and I went to their concert, and we had floor seats, and we were like 10 rows back, and I was like, spit on me, like sweat on me. But
wow.
yeah, it was just so crazy to hear about that yesterday. And I was getting like a few messages during dinner, and I was like, why are so many people messaging me right now? Like, okay, I guess I'm really popular now. But it was just people checking in because Liam had died.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's this conflicting thing of like, you know, not really being a huge fan of his and like the way he turned out in these past chunk of years, but at the same time, like One Direction had such a significant part in my heart and my life for such a long time that it's like really kind of sad. And I keep seeing these sad fucking edits on TikTok, and I'm too hormonal for this.
Yeah. I had to do a lot of scrolling today to get past them because I was slipping down a rabbit hole that I had no interest in being down.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm not really a One Direction girl. I never have been.
Mm.
I bought tickets for my little sister and I was meant to go. But I was in university and hadn't done any work and I had like an essay to write or something. So I think she took a friend and just the three of them went and they were like proper kids as well. I saw a picture of the one, like they were actual children when they started.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Like I
yeah.
saw like a picture of them, like the OGs. They were like fucking 12, you
Well,
know?
not that young, but they were quite young.
Right, sorry.
I'm like, hang on now. I
But yeah,
think
they
the
were like actual children.
yeah, I think the oldest was like 17 when they first started. So still
Crazy.
quite young, yeah.
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 Right. So my new obsession is that I have to learn to sleep on my back, okay? Because
Mm-hmm.
one of my eyes, the side I constantly sleep on, is more closed than the other one, right? So one
Okay.
side of my face looks perkier. And this is what happens when apparently you sleep on your fucking face like I do.
Are you just full face?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
That's how I
face
sleep.
into the pillow.
Yeah. Face down, that's how I sleep. Right. So I think it's obvious. I really can see it. Really can see it, and it's driving me fucking crazy. That this this side of my face is just like squished. So I've been trying to train myself to sleep on my back, and this is apparently the most healthy position for sleeping on anyway. And like I'm a stomach sleeper, which is apparently like hashtag the worst thing that you could do for your entire existence. Apparently, it's awful and atrocious, and people who sleep on their stomach should be fucking ashamed of themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, but Jet, this is what they say. It's literally the worst thing you can do for your back health, for your posture, for your face. I mean, everything. I
You
mean,
horrible person, burn in hell.
okay, what the fuck are you doing still sleeping on your stomach? Are you 3 months old? Like, come on, you haven't grown out of that yet?
Tummy time.
Um, yeah, I heard you love tummy time. Um, so long, like I'd say for the last month, I have been attempting to do this with no success. Of sleeping on my back, I literally can't do it. I literally can't do it. But now I've become obsessed with the fact that I'm squishing my face, and I think that this side of my face is like, hello, hello. This is what it's going to end up like because I just sleep on my face every day. So I think I'm going to buy like a pregnancy pillow, like a body pillow, and just like a toddler, you know how you would put a cushion under either side or under the mattress so that your baby doesn't is in the middle and doesn't whoof, you know.
Oh,
You don't see you don't have a younger sibling, so
I
you've never
am the
seen
younger
this.
sibling.
You are the younger sibling. Okay, so you get a pillow not just on the bed, right? Because the baby can push that off.
Right.
You lift the mattress up or the couch cushion up, and you put the pillow under there, and the whole thing goes like that. The baby cannot roll off.
Wow. Nifty.
Tips. Yeah. So basically, I have to like build a fort for myself so that I can't roll over. And I've
Ah.
tried this a couple of ways. Like I've tried to put a pillow in between my legs, one at my back, one and keep myself on my back. Tried to listen to meditations and be like, I'm just gonna drop off, and I never can, never can. So now I'm gonna get a pregnancy pillow and/or Botox. What are your thoughts on this, Catherine?
Sleeping on your back sounds like punishment worse than like jail.
It is, but I want to not look like this.
Okay, well you don't look like Sloth from the Goonies. Like, chill out.
I'm so hideous. See, this is where we get into the nitty gritty, insecure shit because we're both hormonal.
Fair. I mean, you know how I feel about you. I think you're stunning, gorgeous, beautiful, and amazing. But, whatever makes you happy. If it makes you happy. Yeah, I mean, I when it
So
comes to Botox,
I don't
I
look like
have,
this.
oh,
Who is this, by the way? Everybody tell me. Who is this?
I couldn't tell you, yeah. I
I don't even know if it has it on the label. Ugh, it's so fucking.
Soggy owl.
It's soggy. Hello Kitty and friends. You
Oh.
times Yu-Gi-Oh. What?
So Hello Kitty and Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, apparently. I have
Do you hear that Hello Kitty that Hello Kitty isn't a cat?
I think this is triggering a memory in me. She a mouse or some shit?
Hello Kitty is, hold on. Hold on. Bear with. Just a little girl.
She's just a girl. Aren't we all just little girls in this big
After
scary world?
after all, I'm just a girl.
Um, let's go back to your thoughts on Botox. What were you going to say? Other than the fact that I'm beautiful and I don't need it, and back sleeping is punishment. What?
Worse than death.
Worse than death, sleeping on your back. What were you going to say about Botox and shit?
Botox, I used to think was cuckoo crazy to get. Because growing up, you know, Botox was shown in movies as like this very like
Yeah,
crazy
can't move your
looking
face.
whatever. But a lot of people get Botox for migraines,
Mm-hmm.
for other things.
Well,
Um,
I was going to get it. Let me help you with that one. So we've spoken before about me being a sweaty bitch.
yes,
And apparently you can get, obviously because I sweat a lot from my head and my hair ends up soaking, I could, if I really wanted to, I could get Botox in my scalp and it would freeze all of the sweat glands up there. So there you go,
I,
there's another thing that it,
I
Botox,
did.
sweat glands.
I did hear about Botox for sweat, but then I also did hear that if you stop the sweat from one place, it's going to happen more in another place.
It would literally be like, I mean, no word of a lie, if I stopped my head, I mean, it would be like a waterfall, just constant. I would be able to like go and like wash people down. It would be like I would be like some kind of like villain or something, just walking around. The sweat sprayer is on the list again. Oh, I wonder why I'm single.
You know what? They're missing out. They're lost.
Oh my god! I know I'm such a catch.
You really
Anyway,
are.
thank you, baby. Okay, Botox, good, good to stop me becoming a villain, but expensive and has to be repeated every like 3 or 4 months. So. Flossing is a big thing over there, right?
Here?
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty big thing everywhere, but
It's not here. I don't know. I don't know anybody that
well,
really
yeah. So yeah, I mean, our dentists are always like, motherfucker floss.
Yeah.
You know, you haven't been flossing, you horrible piece of shit.
Yeah.
Um,
But I didn't think, I mean, obviously, I've assumed, naively probably, or maybe this is right, I sort of assumed shit was so expensive over there that you couldn't afford to go to the dentist anyway, so that's why you had to floss, right? Why you had no choice. Whereas we have, you know, the NHS here, which is slowly but surely falling apart. So I wasn't able to actually join a dentist through the NHS this time, and had to go private.
oh, rewind a little bit.
Okay, go.
Is your guys' dental covered by your like health care, like universal health care?
Yeah, but it's not free the way that like the doctors is free.
Okay.
So like I would the last time I paid for NHS, the prices are probably a little bit different now. It's like dirt cheap. Like a consult is like a fiver.
Oh wow.
An X-ray is £11.
Ah,
You know?
That's a
No, that was about
bargain.
it was pre-COVID. I went. That was the last time I did NHS. But yeah, you have to pay for it, but it's dirt fucking cheap.
Wow.
Whereas I've had to go private this time, and my consult was like £61. I mean, it's still not extortionate at all, but for somebody who needs £61 to live off of, that's quite a lot of money. Um, so yeah, it's more
Yeah,
it's more accessible here,
because
or
here
should
in
it?
Canada, or Ontario more specifically, I'll just speak on what I know because we have Ontario Health and Verge for the doctor, so you can go see the doctor free, right? You can get
Yeah,
almost everything that you need for free, apart from like a couple prescriptions that you may have to pay for. But dental, you have to pay fully, and it is so expensive. Like to go
oh,
in for a
really?
cleaning and like whatever, $150 to get a X-ray, probably in and around the same. Like
No
it's
way. Even
like 80
privately,
bucks
my
probably. It's
my X-ray only cost me £18, and I had to get an X-ray last week.
I mean, like I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm like that far off because no, going to the dentist is so expensive here. Like I have had this tooth issue for the past while, and I've been meaning to call my dentist to book an appointment because like, dental health is so important, and it's like just as important as anything, because if your teeth go fucking gnarly, it could just fuck with you in general. Like if you get
Yeah,
root poisoning, if your tooth rots, it'll
one
get into your
one
bloodstream and
could
it
die.
it
Absolutely,
will
I'm
hurt you.
sure people die all the time. We're not wrong.
I was just gonna
This is
say,
serious.
would could you?
You just die, okay? Go to the dentist, guys. Let's not terrorize our listeners who already probably don't like the dentist because they put sharp things in your mouth.
Yeah, but
But
yeah,
yeah,
so
no, you're not wrong. Dental health is important.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I've been kind of been putting this off because it's expensive, but
it is expensive. I was putting it off because yeah, expensive plus not very pleasant,
mm-mm.
but it feels like a milestone. Feels like a sober milestone, you
Very
know?
well done. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's only been like 6 years. That's not that bad. Some people haven't been to the dentist in like 4 evs. For evs. I'm gonna have to throw the creepy little toy I don't know the name of for Bella again. 2 seconds.
I wanted to make a fart noise when your butt was in the screen. Oh my gosh, Sam.
Oh my
You
god.
did.
Our content goes for big bucks online, okay? So let's not be giving that shit away for free. We've had this conversation. Everything is a kink. She's back again with the toy. I'm just gonna ignore her because otherwise the rest of this podcast will just be me launching this toy across the room for her. Yeah, you wouldn't think that she is in fact the laziest dog ever and 10 years old and never moves because she now has this toy. I'm gonna have to start getting a Happy Meal every now and again just to get the fucking toys out of it. This is the vibe. Did you know that McDonald's is the biggest toy distributor in the world?
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and their toys are shit. People just throw them away immediately. So they're also bad for the environment. Ye old Mackie D's. And obviously my recent experience with them was depressing.
Yeah, they're not quite like they used to be.
Paper straws and milkshakes, I'm sorry, but it just doesn't work.
Horrific. I'm
I
sorry. In that
no,
in that instance, fuck the turtles. I'm so sorry, but
exactly.
give me a fucking plastic straw, please.
I know when bazillions of toys are being thrown away, and I can't enjoy my fucking banana milkshake because my straw just crumples to nothing.
Disintegrates.
Life is just not worth living, man.
It's
Life is not.
horrible.
It is.
First world problems, right?
Fucking tell me about it. I feel like we were talking about something, then we got off course and distracted by something. Were we? Or is that just my brain? That's just where we're at.
I think that's just where we're at, babe.
Oh, okay, cool, perfect.
We're just a couple of squirrely girlies today.
Squirrely girlies. I like it. What does a squirrely girly do for fun?
We just get the zoomies and run around.
But you're not a zoomy girl, are you?
Well, like, it depends. I get moments of zooms.
Yeah, moments of zooms.
Yeah.
I
But
feel
it's
like
not
my
like
entire day is a zoom.
Yeah, see, like, Zooms will not last a day for me, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. You get a little bit hyper at night sometimes.
Haven't moved enough throughout the day, and I'm like, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I occasionally do get the zoomies really late at night, and like I go from tired to buzzing. And often see, having a dog, this really works with the zoomies. So, and I love this time of year for it as well because it's pitch black. So when I put the music on, in my earphones, I'm not carrying a boombox around. I don't know why I had to say that. Obviously, everybody knows I put my fucking
Yeah,
earphone
because
down. I'm
that
not
is the
carrying.
assumption that
Yeah,
just
I'm sorry, guys. The assumption was automatically I put the music on my boombox and I walk around the neighborhood. Um, but yeah, coincides usually often. I just put the music on and I take Bella out, and particularly at this time of year, it's dark, and I can dance around and nobody can see me. And that's very freeing. I find I complain about the winter for a lot of things, but actually being able to dance in the dark and also like the leaves falling off the trees are super pretty, you know? And last night I was driving home. It was like twilight fog the whole way. I was like in my ooh ooh ah. Exactly.
Did you record that tune for the movies?
Yeah, I did. Oh my god, my
You
secret is
sound
out.
identical.
I thought so. And then I spoke to Robert Pattinson about his me song as well, and like we really collaborated over that.
They would have been lost without you. The series would not be what it is today if not for you, Sam.
Can we talk about how I've been trying to find these fucking books in a charity shop for like
Yes,
a week now,
please, please do.
and I can't find. I want to read them again. I haven't read them in like I don't even know how long. 15 years, longer. And I've watched this. I've watched the movies a couple times now. Obviously, Newman's the best, and I've watched that one the most. But I really want to read the series, but I refuse to buy them. And at one point, they were in every charity shop. Numerous copies in every charity shop. Where have they all gone? Have you burned them all? Come on, where are they? I just want to read them,
They've all
and
been
I've yet
bought
to find them.
because there's such a huge
I know.
influx of it on like TikTok and everything, and the Gen Zers are like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?"
I've once again lost out to the Gen Zers. That's what it is,
Fucking dicks.
motherfuckers.
We love you, Gen
So
Z.
yeah,
Sorry.
if anybody wants to send me the Twilight Saga books, please. I'd almost go as far as to read Midnight Sun this time around. I think it's apparently quite funny.
I'm really tempted to
Have you
read it.
read it? No.
No,
I think we. I think we should do a read along.
like a little book club.
I think we should.
Also,
Uh-huh.
what's it called? A new Hunger Games with Haymitch. Haymitch's story.
Let me tell you how much I would do horrible, nasty, nasty things to Woody Harrelson.
Doesn't surprise me. He's actually pretty attractive.
He is. I think he's a bit funky. Like he's one of these people that like opens his mouth and says weird shit. Like he's a bit spiritual woo woo wah wah for me, and I'm pretty spiritual woo woo wah wah. But yeah, I'm very excited for. Suzanne Collins is actually a very good writer,
Mm-hmm.
and her stuff is poignant. Stephanie Meyer's stuff is just hilarious, and we love it for all the wrong reasons, but all the right reasons at the same time. And you know what? If you know, you know. If you don't, then it's just not for you, my friend.
It's called Sunrise on the Reaping.
Yes, that's
So
the one.
the book comes out in 2025, and then they're going to do a movie apparently, and it comes out in 2026.
I thought it came out at the end of this year. I thought it was like a Christmas release. We have to wait until next year.
Well, next year is only like a few
I know
months
that's
away.
like next year. I know, but it'll probably be the end of next year, right?
Let's see. Let's see.
And The Last of Us, that's coming close.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
March.
Oh, that's not too bad, actually. March. Comfort movies. Tell me about it, man. Comfort movies.
What were we talking about the other day that got us in our nostalgic feels?
Was it Wild Child or before
Yes.
this? Yeah?
Wild child.
When I tried to find that clip to send to you and be like, well, aren't you the souffle that didn't rise? But I couldn't find it anywhere on the internet. And I was like, what's wrong with the world?
She's a real wild woman. That might
What
be
a
the wrong
fucking
song.
film, man.
So good.
So good. It's my
Guy that was in it, that was also in Beastly.
Yeah. Not Hayden.
What's his face?
Yeah, I know what his face is.
Okay.
And Poppy. No, not Poppy. Poppy's best friend, Drippy.
Yeah.
Who's now in like everything.
Yeah.
She's in that show that's like really, really good that I've also never watched. That won awards and shit like that.
Juno Temple.
Yes, her. I love her. She's amazing. She's a little girl crush for me.
Alex
But
Pettifer.
that's the one. Whatever happened to him?
He's
Where
been
did he
around.
go?
He's been in a few things.
Has he? I don't
Yeah,
recall.
let's click on him and see what else he's been in. They'll usually give a little. He's only 34. Oh, wow.
I'm only 34. That's so nice.
He's been in I Am Number 4.
I think I might have seen that.
Beastly. Endless Love. Oh, yes, this is what I saw him in recently. The Ministry of
Oh, his birthday's the 10th
Ungentlemanly.
of April. He's an Aries. He's an Aries.
Okay, your turn.
So sorry, baby, you go.
What? I saw that on the Basement Yard because the Basement Yard podcast with the two guys.
Yeah, I'm in love with the one that's married, obviously.
Frankie.
Yeah, and the single one, I'm like, nah, I could leave.
I love Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, he'll start coming in. Joey will start speaking, and then Frankie's like, "Okay, your turn." I love it.
What were you saying? What's he been in? Please tell me. I'm just gonna mute my microphone. Everybody watch it.
We can't hear her now.
I've been put in the corner.
I'd like to take this moment to talk to you about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Papi Pedro!
Papi Pedro. Or
Were you going to tell me what our friend Alex did?
it's okay. I just really wanted to use that
Should we
line.
talk about me again?
What?
Should we talk about me again?
Why not? We hardly ever.
Please don't be mean to me today.
I'm sorry, baby. I love you. You know, I speak best.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so I was thinking. Should we talk about my horrifying dream?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, please.
Where we fell out?
Yeah.
It was brutal. Oh, man. Yeah, so I googled it, right? So I don't know the difference. I didn't know the difference between vivid dreaming and lucid dreaming. Because I do it every single night.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like a Hollywood fucking movie in my head. So it could mean that I'm cray cray bajayjay and stressed out my tits, which I don't think I am. Likely to be some kind of medication, possibly. I think I'm fine though. So vivid dreams are just vivid dreams, right? Lucid dreams, you know that you're dreaming, and I always know that I'm dreaming. Like I know what's gonna happen in the dream and blah 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 blah. And and last night I had a dream. We were like living together and working together in some kind of touristy place. It was kind of castle vibes, kind of farm vibes, but we were also living at your house with your mother all at once, as you do. There was a third person in the dream who I have no idea who it was. And there was the three of us, and we were all sober, all besties, all sort of living and working together. But then you two started drinking,
Mhm.
and you thought it was fine. And I was like, I'm not hanging out with you if you're drinking. And we fell out. Like, and I felt it in my whole heart when I woke up this morning. Like, I felt it in the dream. It was brutal. I was so hurt. You were so mean to me, and I was so mean to you. And like, it was really not nice. And I woke up and I left you a voice message that I haven't listened back to, but I can't imagine it's particularly fucking sensical of, I just had the most horrible dream. Yawn. It was this. You know. So yeah, that was a bit fucked up.
Had to reassure you. I was like, I am still sober. I am still
Yep.
your bestie. I still love you. We
Yep.
are good. So I told you earlier that I got a Kit Kat Chunky.
Yeah, double kick. I don't understand. Like 2 fingers next to each other or one really long bar?
No, so a really long bar, but they're two
Right.
separate, like,
Is it called Kit Kat Chunky? Is
Kit
it
Kat
called?
Chunky Cocoa.
Yeah. Is it called Kit Kat Chunky Jewel?
Similar to that, yes. But the reason I bring that up is because you also know my love for drag queens and drag queen culture. Well, there was a point where my cousin and I were talking about, like, if we were to be drag queens, what would our names be? And this is actually my name on TikTok, but I would be Kit Kat Chunk, like chunky.
Yeah.
And then, like, my aesthetic would be like the red and blue, and I'd wear like a really like skimpy red dress with like blue.
So you dress like a Kit Kat Chunky?
Yes, because my mom's friend used to call me Kit Kat. Actually, she still does, and I'm chunky.
And would you have a red wig, like a red Marge Simpson-esque wig, or or?
I might leave it just like, because then it would be the chocolate, the brown hair.
Yeah.
You
Big,
know?
big voluptuous like curls.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, let's perm your hair. That'll be so fun.
I used to curl my hair when I was younger, but it was before, like today, where you brush out and they're like nice loose curls. So it was just like
Yeah,
the
just leave them as
ringlets.
ringlets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'd hairspray the shit out of it. So it was just like these tight
It was
curls,
a
and I'm
different
like,
time. It was a different time, you know?
uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah. And as we're talking about hair, I just realized I did tell you, but look how light my hair's gotten. It's horrible.
You were saying earlier,
This
yeah.
motherfucker matched my natural color exactly 2 weeks ago when I dyed it, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, yes, I finally found my natural color in a box. But look how fucking much that red shit has come through.
It's hard to tell on here, but I believe you.
Do you think it looks blonde?
It does look like dirty blonde.
Who you calling dirty?
You, of course.
Yeah, I don't like. I actually, do you know what? I never thought I would say these words would ever come out of my mouth, but I want it darker.
Yeah, girl.
I don't like it like this. I want it back to my natural color. It's really annoying me. So I think I'm gonna have to dye it again, which is exhausting.
See, I think you would look really good with like dark brown hair. But when I suggested that, you nearly cut my head off, so.
Look, let's put me back to my natural brushy blonde,
Uh-huh.
and then we'll see if we can like being dark. Like, let's just fucking we're one
Get
step
used
at
to
a time
that.
here. It's much easier to go darker than it is to go lighter once you've gone darker. So let's just fucking slow down here.
Okay.
Before I turn myself into a fucking brunette, you know?
I used to be blonde. Like,
I've seen those blonde. You were hot. I think I didn't recognize you from recollection. You posted a picture and I was like, where the fuck are you? But you were the blonde girl.
I had gotten highlights in high school, and I think I continuously did that for forever, and then it just got to a point where I had so many layers of highlights that I was just
cap highlights?
blonde.
Were they like big highlights?
Like chunky strips?
Yeah.
No, they were like pretty tiny. So it just eventually like on top like layers and layers and layers, so it was just fully blonde by a certain point.
And what other color have you been?
I have been a semi-permanent pink.
I've done pink too.
That was during COVID.
Me too, during COVID.
Twinsies.
Oh my god. We're so in sync. It's actually unreal.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
We're the same people on different continents. I've done every color. I've done purple. I've done red. I've done my ginger. I've done platinum blonde. I was platinum blonde for a lot of years.
Mm-hmm.
I've done blackish. It was meant to be dark brown, but because my hair is so light, she just went black.
Yeah.
Yeah, the purpley color. I've never done a blue or a green. Maybe that's my next. Maybe that's my next goal.
I
But I
went
don't
to
think I
college
don't think
with.
I'd suit blue or green.
You might. I went to college with this one girl who always had her hair green and it was beautiful. Like it was a bit of an upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
But she had like her sides shaved and then like it was long
I
on
used
top.
I used to have that as well, an undercut. Every now and again, I think about it, and quite often I see a girl with a really cute bob, and I think, "Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that again."
Uh-huh.
But then I remember I've been growing my hair out for the last year and a half, and I was like, "Sam, why the fuck would you do that?"
For me it's icy bangs or fringe as y'all
I ne-
call it.
I nearly cut my bangs back in the other day, despite the fact that they are like this close to being in my ponytail. I was literally yesterday, and I was gonna message you and be like, "Tell me to put the scissors down, Catherine. Tell me to put the scissors down." Meant to get some dick today and I didn't, and maybe this is why I'm feeling so, you know?
That's unfortunate. When you're expecting it and you don't get it.
Yeah. Yep. Sad.
Sad day for Sam. Mm. I feel like this episode is particularly unhinged and I'm kind of here for it.
I'm totally here for it, man. Are you kidding me?
1000%.
We came with no plan. We came only with vibes.
Vibes and periods.
I feel kind of gross and clogged up. Clogged up, that's not gunked up.
No, clogged
Bunged
up.
up.
I'd use that kind of term, yeah.
Bunged up. No, that's for poos.
I was like, girly pop, you constipated? I mean, that could also work because sometimes that happens on a period.
I never have that on a
Is
period.
it the
It is
opposite?
the period poops, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Bella, just jump down and get it. Come on. I can't throw it if you don't give it to me.
She says, "Mother, help!"
Hang on.
Pardon the interruption.
Sorry, I have no shame. Last night, I did a gig where it was just like 30, like 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds with cameras, and I, full chest, was like, well, I'm a nude model and I do a lot of bondage, so I don't have to worry about that kind of thing. When I was talking about bringing, like, costumes, essentially, to photo shoots, I was like, I don't usually wear my clothes, so this is a new experience for me tonight. There's no shame in anything I do anymore.
I love
Full
it.
chest, room full of strangers. Yeah, people
Yep.
pay me to get my tits out all the time.
That picture you sent me yesterday,
Oh
what
my
the
god,
fuck
I
did they
know.
do to your face?
I know. I know.
I was like, that is not my friend.
I have decided now that if anybody edits me, I'm never working with them again.
Yeah. Well, it's
'Cause
not
one,
even that. It was just like a slight edit. It was like an entirely different. I was terrified.
it wasn't even a good edit. It was like a Snapchat filter whacked on my face.
Like a new face entirely.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Why is their forehead so big? You know?
It's like all your facial features were like scrunched in
Yeah,
down
like
here, and
I
it
was
was just
yeah, exactly. Just like, let's make her look like a cute little doll, but forget about her massive fucking forehead. People have made me skinny before, and I don't like that. I'm like, bitch, you should have hired somebody else.
what is this? The early 2000s?
Yeah, editing is silly goose. Silly gooses. I like to see actual bodies. I think we wouldn't hate ourselves nearly as much as we do as women. Obviously, we don't all hate ourselves. That was a very sweeping statement. If we saw, stretch marks, cellulite, tummies, thighs, dimples, hair, weird veins, bruises on other people's bodies regularly in public eye, in photos, in media,
Yep.
I'm over it. I want to see your saggy boobs.
I'll show you my saggy boobs.
I've seen your saggy boobs.
Well, you've seen a saggy boob. I haven't shown you
I don't
both.
know, for a while actually. You've seen a lot of my body recently. I mean,
Yeah.
that just is unfortunately one of the gifts that you get with my lifestyle.
I
You
mean, I
know.
wouldn't say it's unfortunate. It was just like I mean, I did ask for it like a week ago or so. So I had like no warning that it was coming yesterday, quote unquote.
I
So
know
it was
you
just
did
like
say it was fine once, so
naked.
I've taken that as always consent, which isn't how consent works at all. However, in this instance, you wanted to see me, so
Yeah. It was the briefest moment of like, whoa. But then I was like, okay, right. Yeah.
It's just one of the perks of being my best friend.
I was like, that is fully naked Sammy.
That is full frontal Sam. On a random Wednesday afternoon, you know?
Talk about hump day.
Oh. Have you listened to Charlie XCX's album yet? Or any of the songs on it?